Hello, everybody. This is Mrs. Williamson Sparky, and today I would like to talk to you about library books. All right, I wanted to show you an example of a library book. I bet a lot of you know this one. Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus by Mo Willems. Okay, it is a picture book. All right, and it is located in our picture book area. This is where I'm sitting right now in the picture book area. All right. What's so important about this book, but also any book in the library, that they all have a front cover, back cover, and I would say the most important part of all, the spine. Okay, the spine holds the book together, but also contains very important information about the book. Okay, including the name of the author, the title of the book. Usually you will see a color that's in our library. Okay, that's very specific for our library. I don't know how other libraries have it, but in our library you will usually see some kind of color on the spine, and then the call number of the book, which is address of the book. The call number tells you where the book is located, how you can find the book. Okay, I always compare the call address to the call number to the address. For example, this book has E and WIL. Okay, so this is the address of the book. Letter E stands for Easy Everybody, which tells you this book lives in Easy Everybody section of the library, which is picture book section. I sometimes call it a city. So let's say this book lives in Everybody city. Okay, now the second line tells you exactly where in Easy Everybody section this book is located. So this book would be located where there are books that start with W, okay? So it will be, let's say, on the W street, all right? Now, it says WIL because that's the first three letters of the author's last name, okay? It has to be the last name. So, for example, my last name actually it's Williams. So if I would ever write a picture book, it would also have the same call number as Mo Williams books. Now think about your last name. What is your last name? Okay. If your last name, let's say, is Patter, that's just an example, um, and you would write a picture book, the call number would be also E, and then it would say POT for Patter. Okay. Now, if it was a Johnson, let's say, it would be E and JOH for Johnson. So that's just something briefly to give you information about it. For older students, it's not a new information, but for the younger ones, it is new. So if it's too much for now, it will make sense later. Okay, when you're here in person, but. Um, the, I wanted to point out this very important part of our library books because almost all of our students are either already taking accelerated reader quizzes or are learning to take them or will be taking next year. Each book that has the color on the spine has a quiz. So that's just so important to know when you're actually here in the library. Now, um, that color also indicates the reading level of the book, okay? And the reason I'm showing you the pink right now is because pink is the beginning level, okay? I often show my students this chart, okay? So the beginning level is pink. All right. So whenever my first graders or kindergarteners are coming to the library and they're just starting to learn to read, I often ask them to try to find a book with pink or green. And even though it's so hard because you just want to read what you want to read, right? But we're trying to help you uh, to learn how to read, and it's very important that you find the books with the words that you can actually read and understand. So books with pink and green are the books that are the most helpful when you're trying to actually read by yourself, which is a huge accomplishment when you finally can read by yourself. It is also very, very important that somebody at home reads to you. And when somebody reads to you at home, they can read books with yellow, orange, blue, red, right? Because they probably are older if they're reading to you, and they can understand all the words in the book. Now, what's also very important, and what would be helpful to you now to understand, that each reading level is also associated with numbers. So, for example, pink level are books that are between 0 and 0.9. Okay, so when you're accessing ebooks from our library catalog, all of those books will also tell you what is their reading level. Okay, sometimes it will spell it all out, reading level, sometimes it's just abbreviated RL for reading level, but it will tell you. So for example, if a book has reading level 0.9, you know, okay, that's a great book for a kindergartner, first grade student to read. Okay, now the next level is green, and that would be 1.0 to 1.9. So the book you find on the ebook, you find, for example, if you find an ebook on our online catalog and it says 1.7, for example, it doesn't have to say 1 or 1.9, it can say, for example, 1.7. You know, oh, okay, that's green. That's like first grade reading level, kindergarten reading level, advanced kindergarten, I would say. Okay, so that will also help you determine what books you can read in our ebook section of the online catalog. Okay, just remember, you need to just click on ebook uh, and click on the book you would like to read first. And then right now we're using a shared login, which is CCC as a username and dragons as a password. It's all lowercase. Okay, now when you when you finally in the library, you'll be also able to open the book, and here on where you have the back cover of the book, when you open it up, you are able to see the information about the accelerated reader, and you are able to see reading level. It says here reading level 0.9. Okay, so it's still pink, but it's on the verge of being green, all right? So that's what it is. Now, um, I've been working really hard on getting everybody set up with accelerated reader accounts. Um, I'm not sure if kindergartners will be doing that just yet because you're just so little. But I know older grades already started. So just remember, as a rule, your username is always your first name and the initial of your last name. Okay, and everybody's password is WPUSD, which is abbreviation of our district name. Okay, and everything is always lowercase. Okay. Now this is very useful, so I'll take a picture of it and I will also um, post it on my uh, Google Classroom. Okay. All right. I hope this was helpful to you. I'm trying the best I can to introduce you to the library and what we have here to offer. And Yes, and as always, I can't wait to see you in person. I'll be recording more stories as well. I'll try to record some books now that are on a lower reading level, which is pink or green. Okay? Mm. Now, Sparky wants to say bye to you. He's always sitting here right by me. Whenever I'm reading to you or talking to you, he's always here. There he is. And he wants to say bye. Bye for now. See you next time.